Alright guys, we're here in Chapter 5 for Uncharted Remastered on Brutal Difficulty. We're going to be using the Ghost Hair method, the corner shooting method, the cover fire method, and the cover blind fire method, and the weapon exploit. So if you don't know what any of those are, please go check out my hints, tips, and tricks video. I'll throw in an annotation. We're coming up on the first few enemies here. We're going to use the weapon trick. And make sure you get your M4 and your micro. Those are what we're going to be using here for the most part. I waited a little long, so these enemies actually passed next to each other like that. Most of the time they won't be, but essentially you got 4 enemies on ground level here. Okay, and then you have 3 enemies up top, which I'll show you in a second. Now take note, I'm doing a blind fire. The reason I'm doing a blind fire there is because a blind cover fire is because sometimes one of them gets cheeky and decides to straight up run at you, and you want to just be able to blind fire him into oblivion. Now you can see me peeking up. Now I'm still behind cover, and I didn't mean to be. Once we killed those 4 enemies on the ground level, you're going to want to peek up to the top. There's 2 enemies that essentially hang out in that same area. So I think I got the first one right there. Nope, he's still there. So I got the first one right there, and we're just using the cornering method for this. So now I know there's at least 2 enemies left. One of them tends to hang out right there, so you can see him peeking out, but you want to be careful with this because the other enemy can sometimes be behind that tree there, and he can be hard to get to. So I actually went with the grenade here, which was the correct choice. Definitely a good place to just use grenades. You can see him fly through the air, so I showed you that I killed him. And so we got him. We got the 4 enemies down bottom and the 3 up top using the blind cover for the 4 on the bottom and then the cornering method for the top ones plus that grenade. So when you run up here, just in case, run to this pillar here just in case you missed a guy. You can at least get some cover and then hopefully blind fire him really quick before he takes you out. Maybe you thought you got a guy and then all of a sudden, crap, he's still alive. This next part, you're gonna see me take a lot more time than it should have, because I didn't want to use the other method. But we can trigger the enemies to come toward us by dropping down and then coming back up here. And this is how we're gonna take out. This is how we're gonna take out our enemies. So go ahead and drop down and then just hop back up. If you're quick about it, they shouldn't see you. There we go. And there's actually going to be a guy up top over there. Now, I think I was having trouble finding him, but normally there's one right over there. There's that barrel as well. There we go. I got him. So I got that barrel as soon as he was standing next to it. But you want to take out that first guy. I wanted to make sure that I killed him. I'm just keeping an eye out, making sure I did. Alright, I think we're good. So, so now there's like essentially 3 guys down there. Now I'm trying to just use some grenades to be safe, but you're gonna see me use a lot of grenades, and I can't seem to get an angle on them for whatever reason, and it's really pissing me off because I didn't want to expose myself too much. This is a great spot to kind of hang back and use grenades. But there's 2 or 3 enemies down there, which can be a pain. Also down that hallway, which I think you'll see me take. Yeah, you see me get shot there. There's the guys down the hallway. You can actually take out the guys down the hallway before taking out the guys below you, because of angles right there. Just kind of use the rubble as your cornering method, and you see me come out. So now I'm looking down. I'm trying to find exactly where the guys went. They're right up against the wall where I am. There's a shotgun guy that way, like basically straight ahead of me, and then there's a machine gun guy down where I'm looking now, and I just can't get an angle on him. See, okay, there he is. So I'm gonna try and throw a grenade. Now to throw a grenade down there, you want to hit the corner of the rubble. There we go. That way it lands on the rubble and rolls down, as opposed to if you try and throw it straight over, then it'll just land too far away. And you're just gonna see me try this plenty of times. I'm like, okay, he's there. All right. Let's try over here. And it's just, it was so frustrating because these guys can be just annoying. He's like, oh great, he moved from the grenade. These guys are too smart for me. I'm gonna try and take out this one on the right that was at the stairs. Yay, I finally got one. Thank God. And there's still two guys. There's still one guy down there, and I think one guy down through the through the tunnel. So I'm like, just dropping some grenades. Now, if you really can't get these guys, try and take out any enemy that's in the tunnel, and I'll show you where to go instead. It's a little more dangerous. This is really the safest way, but it still shouldn't be too much of an issue. As you can see, I'm just kind of looking around going, where the frick did you go?
Oh boy.
And so I keep dropping grenades, and he's not dying. But as you can see, I'm not exactly getting shot at. I'm just trying to do it the safest possible. So I'm like, okay, let's see. Where can I go? And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a certain spot. Oh, yeah, because I think every now and then I would feel a shot from that area. So I'm like, let's destroy those barrels. What you can do, you can run over here, which is where one of the trophies were. And I think at first I see if I can get a vantage point on him, and I don't. But we can drop down to one of the areas we were earlier. When we were climbing outside the wall and stuff, we're gonna drop down to here, and then that way we have a window and a door we can use our cornering method on. Yeah, see, I was trying to use a cornering method with the ground there, but it just was not working. And I'm like, where? Okay, so where is he? There. Okay, he's right there. Let me try some more grenades. As you can see, I was really trying to make these grenades work. It's like, come on. One hit kill, unfortunately, does not work with grenades.
Oh boy.
But it's a good thing. We have unlimited ammo. We have unlimited grenades, so I was just going for it. If you are low on ammo or don't have grenades, you might just want to use the method I'm going to show you in a second. Come on, Q. Give up. Go to the other strategy. You're gonna show them both anyway. Either way, so we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna drop down here. Now this is one of the windows we came in from the outside, and now this we can shoot through these windows. This door is now open as well, so I'm gonna use this door for cover firing on this guy to finally just freaking take him out. I could have used that window on the right as well that we saw go into the tunnel and go through the window. Just be careful that they don't flank you, So now we got the enemies in this area, and I'm ready to move forward. I'm going to be using my cornering method. There's usually one enemy behind the truck there, which I'm going to use the barrel for. There you go. Now the three enemies that came forward are usually back here, so they're not back here anymore. There is also, in addition to the big machine gun, those two archways in the back. There's usually an enemy in the door in the archway. And I think I'm actually going to point that out to you when I get there. So I took that guy out. Normally there's also an enemy, if you went too fast, there's an enemy there and an enemy there. The next area is going to be a little tough, so get ready to blind fire. We're going to run and just roll straight to behind this cover. He's going to hit us, but not kill us, and then just blind fire the crap out of him. That's really the easiest way. You could try pitching a grenade as you go to cover, but that's a little too difficult sometimes, so just do that. Do what I just did, roll straight behind the cover, and you're good. That's the last enemy for now. Then we're going to move on to... you'll get your Magnum if you not using weapon select.
No sign of it.
But we'll get it the next area as well as the blue room, which I have an excellent strategy for. So stick around for that. And so we're gonna slide on down here, and we're gonna go start the next area. All right, guys. So now we're in here. This method is not it's not that difficult. It's just a little I think I did dive for some bullcrap reason. Oh yeah, I fell. Oh no, I had to re-record this section because it came up with a copyright claim on the background music. So I had to re-record this section. Get your M4, get your micro. 3 or 4 of the enemies you can shoot through this window. Just be careful. They're below the boxes here, which you're gonna see. Go ahead and shoot that barrel because there's usually an enemy next to it, or you can actually wait until there's someone next to the barrel and shoot it then. There's boxes there. The enemies hide. They hide behind that box on both sides, as well as. Oh, I'm sorry. That enemy you want to kill first. As soon as you load up this checkpoint, shoot that barrel I just shot to kill that enemy first. And then you have 2 or 3 more enemies here. So they hide behind that box there, or the box on the right. And they will eventually. So, like, if they're not behind the box right now, just keep looking. Eventually, they're going to move. Maybe toss a grenade out there to, get their ass in gear. But once you've done that, I did forget to kill one guy. But we're going to take out the turret here. Now, best to use a grenade, but I forgot to load up grenades because I had to re-record this area. So instead, I just shot him. Now, there's another enemy still down there that I didn't kill. He's going for the turret, but it's not exactly difficult. Now, do not forget, there's one more enemy, a shotgun guy that can be some real trouble. But if you go behind him here, you see he's backing out from there, and you can take him out real easy. Usually he's hanging around right around there, like waiting for you to come down the stairs, and then he'll sneak around and try and shotgun you, and does a pretty good job. But don't forget about that shotgun guy. He's the last guy you're going to kill. And then we're going to be moving on to the turret down the hallway in the blue room. Now, you're going to see me mess up here because I hit the jump button too late. Freaking stupid. Alright, and jump! Nope. Oh, I fell. So I'm like, crap. Okay, so I gotta go back up. You gotta just be careful. Wait until the turret has a break in shooting, and then we're just gonna there we go. And then we're gonna hop across this wall here to get to the next area. Have your micro out because we're gonna blind fire the guy. There you go. So we're gonna jump. Boom. Now, if you really wanted to, you could use the weapon exploit right now, get the M79, and shoot the turret from a distance. But I didn't go with it. Notice my feet are exposed there. So what you're going to do, you want to wait for a break in the fire, and then climb up and crouch, and you're going to get a blind fire opportunity here. Blind cover. Boom. Like that. He's going to come right out to you like that. If you're having trouble with this, just use the weapon exploit and get the M79 from the weapon exploit. And obviously we're going to take out the turret here. Boom, motherfucker. And there we go. And so now we're good to go. I picked up the M4 again because we're going to be using that. The M79, it will be used a little later just because of one enemy that doesn't want to come out. But here's where the trick starts. So if you restart the checkpoint, you're going to start here anyway. So there we go. So first thing you want to do for this trick is you're going to want to hop down. Okay, now move right a little and then hop back up, hanging. And then, so we're going to run all the way back to the turret. Now, this strategy goes to LezGirl79. That is LezGRL79. She gets credit for this technique. It's a wonderful technique. I was really stressing how I was going to deal with Blue Room. I've got strategies for every other area except the Blue Room. So, her coming up with figuring out this manipulation here is fantastic. Here we go. So run over the turret and just shoot that wall a little bit. Now you can hear, if you have the music turned up, which I turned it all down because of the copyright crap, but you're gonna hear music start and like, there he is, and maybe some gunfire. So we're gonna move up and we're gonna be able to take out basically the entire Blue Room from a cover position. And so what you're gonna see that happen is that right here, we're just gonna do our best to keep our sight. Sorry, first we got to kill one enemy from across the way, and that'll really trigger the other enemies. So you see him there, go ahead and take him out. Use the pillar for your cornering method, and then now we're good to go. They're all gonna basically come down to this area right here. There's one there. I use a lot of peeking because basically my most important thing is finding out where the enemy is so that they don't surprise me. They could come up from below me. They won't come up to where you are, but they could come like hide below your line of sight and then go up toward the wall on the right there. So you just want to be careful about that. See, they usually run there. In one take or method, I used a grenade for that guy, which may be easier. Worst case scenario, you can fall even a little even further back and hang, and then just spam grenades until you kind of get the guy. Now this is perfect example of how much I suck at aiming. I am the strategic gamer. I am not the tactical. I am not the talented gamer. I think this is the guy where I threw a grenade because you are slightly exposed from that spot. So I moved back, I threw a grenade, and it worked beautifully. You can move even a little further back to hang off the ledge behind you and do that. So now I know I'm, there we go, we got 2 enemies there. I think there's a total of 3. 1, 2, 2. There we go. And so there's going to be a 3rd enemy, and as soon as I kill him, as soon as I kill that 3rd enemy of this wave, I'm going to back up. There's 2 shotgun guys that come from behind you, but they don't see you. They don't start firing until they hop down. So basically, if you back up, you can kill them while they're heading to their post, for lack of a better term. There you go. And so now I moved back, and they're just going to show up here. I think I switched guns and almost missed him, but boom. They're just running right past you. There you go. And then so now, after those 2 shotgun guys, you only have the 1 machine gun guy left. I know he's there. He's on the rafters over here, right there. But I couldn't see him. He wasn't being nice. He wasn't, and I didn't want to hop down there and then potentially have him kill me because of the pillars. They're horrible cover. So what I'm actually going to do, I could use the weapon exploit here. Instead, I'm just going to go back and get the M79 to try and blow something up and lure him out. And it works beautifully, as you'll see here. So I'm just running back. I'm going to go get the M79, which as you'll see is still on the table because I died being an idiot. There we go. And so you can take out this last guy, and it will be the last enemy in the chapter. Again, the credit for figuring out the glitch goes to LEZGRL79 on the YouTubes. So go check her out. She's been on for years, and it's got some decent stuff. Always good when we can the community can help each other out. You know, the blue room's the bane of a lot of people's existence. Notice, so I shot that M79, and it basically told the AI, oh crap, I better move. You know, whenever there's an explosion nearby, I guess I could have maybe tried a grenade, but look how crappy the cover is from up there. If there was an enemy up on that rafter, the one I just killed, and I hopped down, he easily could have got me because the cover in this room is just bullcrap. And so that's it. We're done with Chapter 5. Chapter 6 isn't difficult, especially... Well, it can be a little difficult, but if you have unlimited grenades, like I have the infinite ammo, if you're using the weapon exploit, it's going to be a lot easier. So we're going to open this up. We're going to complete the puzzle. I'm just going to kind of chill out for the rest of this. I definitely appreciate. I hope my strategies are helping you guys. Press the like and subscribe button. I put on some weird stuff. This channel's just for fun for me. I don't spend any money on this stuff. I do it for fun. It's like the closest thing I have to a passion or a hobby. I only use YouTube Editor. I only use PlayStation 4's recording features and all that kind of stuff. And then I record another video, and I use the YouTube editor to overlay the audio. If the audio was weird this time, that's because I'm recording the audio overlay on my phone's camera. So as you can see, I don't spend money on any of this. It's all just low quality stuff just because I want to do it fun, but I want to help out the community. I think at some point I uploaded a video as to why I upload these videos. It involves God of War 3 and and my frustration with that game and my inability. Anytime I went online, I could not find any strategies that didn't require you to be talented. Same thing with what was it, The Evil Within. I watched the Akumu walkthrough and Seraphim 17, which was the first Akumu walkthrough out. Anyway, I'll finish that out later. Enjoy.